Hey guys, I have a short war today here. We're starting off on path 4, there's a bishop here. I'm just using warlock. There's not much to it, he's placed here because there's a lot of debuffs and you get a fury by shrugging them, and obviously you don't want to shrug against him. And I think it's honestly a wasted placement because he doesn't really pose any risk here anyways. And even if you do fail your parries, you're just building your infections faster. So yeah, I didn't really quite understand this placement. And what I'm doing here is taking advantage of the fact that when I parry, since I'm inflicting a stun debuff and he has willpower on, he's getting drained on himself. And I can prevent him from using any specials due to that. And once I have the armor up, he's getting permanently drained, like pretty much free power control and never allowing him to use a special. That's why you'll notice that I'm shortening my combos or also just parrying and backing away, letting the stun debuff drain him a little bit. And then, yeah, of course the armor up is there. And then next here I'm on path 9 with Kingpin and Hood. And we have this Chavez here. She's on one eye open and hazard shift, so over here you can't stun them, otherwise it'll reflect the damage. So what I had in mind while going here is to either get intercepts, or if she gets passive as she is here, I would do shallow dexes where you allow them to medium and then you can light right after, similar to like Domino and Eyeless. It's a few champs. You'll notice the first special one she threw, I didn't dex, I just stood there because I knew I had the spacing, and then I blocked the last hit to prevent myself from getting a dexterity, which is ultimately just going to beat her Mystic Dispersion. So yeah, and then in the end I had the Unstoppable, which I used as an opening to, take her out. So yeah, next up here is Sinister. What I'm doing at the start is just parrying and backing off, and that is to build my infections while the shock timer runs down, and then when it's bleed I can attack because I'm bleed immune. Sinister is a conduit defender, so warlock is really good here. Plus all the times that when we crit, he's going to regen and we're just power draining him as well as heal blocking with the infection. So yeah, the shock is back, so just parrying, building more infection. During the season I would have recoil, power backs possibly, and this will be much quicker, but I have no issues with this. It's just Sinister, and yeah, warlock is a beast. So yeah, not much to it. I don't think he reached a single special in this fight because of how I played it. And then here we have Safeguard Penny Parker. I'm using Kingpin again. The strategy I have here is to use the special ones to get damage over time going, and also since they reduce her ability accuracy, I'm trying to stack 2 where I can. And since I want the longest duration of the gens, I'm also going to build closer to a special 2 before I use it. That way I don't need much hits to build to my next special one, and I can have 2 going at once. And the reason for that is the same as you've seen before with Mangog, is to not only get the stacked ability accuracy reduction, but also have a lot more damage over time at once. And when she inflicts a power burn, I can just shrug it because it's a debuff and I have Hood synergy. So yeah, it's a pretty perfect fight, just very slow because I'm, obviously it's Safeguard, and yeah. If you don't have Kingpin, you can also use Venom Pool here. You just build to your special 3 and the bleed will be very strong and kill her out fast. And yeah, you'll notice I'm hitting her block just to gain spacing and also to remove the shield, since obviously I don't have White Magneto because he's a villain. You have to be a hero or a metal for that. And yeah, you just play really slow. Be patient with the sync shield. Try to build close to your special 2, that way you can have 2 special 1s that, with the 2 G-gens, and you'll be able to not only have a lot more damage over time, but also the stacked ability accuracy reduction, and that will help you bypass safeguard in some hits. So yeah, you'll notice the special 2 did almost nothing in my block because the D-gens also reduce how much attack she has, and especially stacked, they're pretty strong reduction. And yeah, so a white Magneto pre-fight would help here, since you can bypass her auto block. If you attack within the stun, she can't shrug it. You'll notice there I just got power burned earlier and I just shrugged it because I have hood synergy. I'm using the special 1 here even though it was close to the sync shield timer because it's unblockable, so even if it was mistimed, I wouldn't be punished for it because it's unblockable. And yeah, like I said, just be patient, knock down her shield, and throw special 1s. I regen so much, I'm back to a yellow bar in this fight actually, which is why I love Kingpin in the 40% revive season, which, you know, sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. Here I have some clean intercepts, mainly just having fun. Obviously I'll be much safer in the season with just parry and combos, but yeah, I feel comfortable with his intercepts since you can just light and it'll almost definitely connect. Here I just use a heavy to finish off because it looks cool. No other reason. Yeah, so next up here I have a Tigra on Hazard Shift. She has MD5 and she has also a very shitty AI, as you'll see when I enter. Yeah, so I show the boost set here. I have the 10% green and, you know, everything's small boosted with no grays or anything else because I had them in the overflow anyways, and since it's boss island I might as well boost. Here I'm trying to get an intercept and also try not to get cornered so I hit her block. That's the best thing you can do against Tigra if she's passive. Just hit her block a lot and you get more spacing. Also, if you back up, you'll notice she backs up, so I do that as well to gain spacing. It's a AI thing that I learned over time. Every time you back up, sometimes they will also back up, like as you're seeing here. So I'm trying to get her to use special 1s because they're very easy to dex and there's really no danger. But I'm noticing I'm at the corner here, so I'm throwing special 1. Yeah, so as you can see, she's very passive and she's just not willing to throw anything. And then she throws this unblockable special 2 at me while I'm at the wall. And I managed to get a full dex because, you know, I fought a lot of Tigers in Lion's Quest and also Lion's War, so it's something I've had practice for in the season. Here I'm using heavies, which probably was a bad call because Unstoppable was just feeding her Mystic Dispersion. But I was just trying to get out of the corner and yeah, I should have just used combos. She missed the last hit of my special 2 because it's a projectile and she had the blue sense, which gives her a 10% chance. I knew that would happen, possibly, like there's a chance, but I had to because I was in the corner anyways. And I wouldn't be punished because it creates spacing, and even if it didn't create spacing, like say for example she missed every hit, then I would have the Unstoppable to, you know, be a small safety net. Here I'm getting cornered again, but as long as you're comfortable in the corner and you stay patient, you'll be fine. Here I'm just holding block so she hits my block and I can use that as an opening, similar to how I did with the Chavez fight, and just, you know, close up here. I was pretty high health until that last end bit where I got hit, but yeah, that's today's war. So thank you for watching and I hope you have a good one.